Welcome back, pro wrestling fans. Welcome back, IWC. It's your old buddy, the guardian of chaos, Big Daddy, and I tell it like it is. I'll say that to say this. Coming to you live to tape 25 feet below the surface of the earth. Wait a minute. I'm live. I mean, that's for sure. But I'm taping this at the same time. Fuck it. You guys get the idea. Another special episodic YouTube adventure here on Guardian of Chaos, the YouTube channel for Chaos Corner, as we go through a series of short stories here on Storytime. One man, unique, unedited, unscripted, raw dog for you, the fans. I can't thank you enough for being here. Much love and respect. Drop an elbow on that like button. Get us in their algorithm. Leave a comment. Share. Subscribe. Become a member. Not needed, but much appreciated. I don't know. I think it's $2 or $3 a month. Shout out to my mods who are holding it down, keeping it real, and maintaining. My brother from another mother, Austin Nance, and of course the OTS Tribal Queen. There's three types of people in this world. Those who don't know what happened, those who wonder what happened, and people like the GOC and my fans and subscribers that make things happen. In order to get respect, you have to start with respecting yourself. Once you do that, you open other people's minds to respecting you. So grab a snack, grab a beverage, tell all your friends, let me adjust the chains, go to the description here on the channel and you'll see what the fuck I'm all about. Over 5,000 videos, well over 1 million total views, over 2,500 subscribers for this unique channel, no better than anyone else, just different. As I said earlier, I give it to you raw dog. No music, no screens, no graphics. Although I love all that stuff, I want to connect to the fans. I'm not hard to find. So sit back and relax as we jump off all the other social media platforms. Meet me back here on Guardian of Chaos, the YouTube channel. Let's get into it. No me jodas, maricón, muévete, culo, pendejo, maricón. What I say, cabrón? I didn't mean it, man. They not. It was nothing, man. It's along with the theme of this short story to all my boricuas out there, including my son-in-law and my granddaughter. Me llamo Chaos, el gran papa. They were conquerors of the world. But when it came to wrestling, they will go down as a team best known for enhancing more fortunate talent on their way to the top of the ladder. Have you figured it out yet? In full golden spandex from head to toe, the masked men from somewhere in Latin America burst onto the WWF scene in 1987. I don't know, what am I, 24, 25 years old at the time? Wow. Clashing with some of the wrestling's most celebrated tag teams, like the Killer Bees, B. Brian Blair, Jumpin' Jim Brunzell. You remember the Killer Bees? A buzz buzz. A buzz buzz. I said a buzz buzz. A buzz buzz. Now what skit was that from? Think about it. Think about it. I'll let it sit in for a second. Saturday Night Live, Dan Aykroyd, John Belushi. A buzz buzz. You know what Bully Ray said? Give me 5 spots, I'll fuck up 4 of them. I'm proud of that coming from Bully Ray. Well, that's why you're here. It's a bonanza, an extravaganza. This is a show, entertainment personified. Yeah, so I'm off my rocker. Cut me some slack. We're in 2025, man. We're all going through hard times. So this is a much-needed distraction, temporarily, a stress reliever. As I said, the Killer Bees, the Rockers, and the fabulous Rougeau brothers, the mystery grapplers, actually unmasked talent, Jose Luis Rivera and Jose Estrada, always seemed to put up a good fight, but almost surely seemed to be on the losing end. Los Conquistadors. Although their unsuccessful track record made them more or less the Iron Mike Sharp of tag team wrestling, which is quite the compliment. Mike Sharp was one tough son of a bitch, one heck of a grappler, especially with his brother. Tag team champs all over the country back in the day. Don't underestimate the mid-card and lower card talent. If you made it into the major leagues, into this fucking business, you were one of the few, one of the chosen to work for the biggest pro wrestling company in the world, on the planet. Think about that before you start critiquing and criticizing lower card guys, mid card jobbers, guys that just made it once. They still made it, which is a lot more than you guys and gals could say in this IWC wrestling community. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. The Golden Bombers actually fared quite well in their first and only pay-per-view appearance at the inaugural Survivor Series on November 1988. Despite yet another appearance in the loss column, they remained in the 10-team elimination all the way to the very end before being knocked off by the Legion of Doom, a.k.a. the Road Warriors. Oh, what a rush! Leftovers. The Powers of Pain. You thought I was talking about the Warriors, didn't you? The Powers of Pain, man. The Warlord and the Barbarian. Years later, the golden bodysuits reemerged as the Conquistadors and made several brief appearances during the WWF programming as recently as the early 2000s. So I guess we'll say WWE at that point. During the height of the tables, ladders, and chairs wars, in which the roles of Uno and Dos were portrayed by Edge and Christian, as well as the Hardy Boys. Now, did you know that? The original Conquistadors, Los Conquistadors, Jose Luis Rivera, Jorge Estrada, and then, of course, I know a lot of you smart marks. That's right, I said a mark. You guys knew it was Edge and Christian and the Hardy Boys in the 2000s, right? Uno and Dos. If not, you know it now. That's why hopefully when you come here, you're better off when you walked out than when you walked in. So the next place that you go to, a venue, a gathering with your family, co-workers, the water cooler, a restaurant, a bar, a pub, a tavern, wherever the fuck it is, that you know what the fuck you're talking about and you can add to the conversation. And I apologize for the cussing. I mean, I really do, man. I'm like, I got a double espresso. These are short stories. I got to drag them out a little bit. Plus, this is what I do anyway. Despite conquering nothing in the ring, the Golden Boys, who sparkled brighter than a Dustin Rhodes unitard or a pair of vintage AWA Bockwinkel trunks, almost always finished last, but remain numero uno in a lot of wrestling fans' hearts. They truly were one of a kind. And speaking of that, a little side slammer here. Let's go to maybe the top 10 or 12 famous and not so famous wrestling brothers. And if you have something to add or something that was missed, drop it here in the chat room, man. It's much appreciated. So let's just run through them in no particular order. Jacques Raymond, the Rougeau brothers. Brother Brutai, if you remember that tag team. Kevin and Evad Sullivan. The Smoking Guns. Flashback. The Hardy Boys. The Highlanders. The Von Erichs. The Godwins. Dory and Terry Funk, the Funks. Chad and James Dick, no offense. Bret and Owen Hart, obviously. And Jack and Jerry, the Briscoe brothers. And I guess we could throw in Mark and Jay. Dem boys. And there's a lot of other teams out there that we're missing and that we haven't brought up. So at almost 10 minutes in here on the short story time, here on the channel, drop in the chat other brother combinations that you know of that we didn't cover here in this brief story. Thanks for being here. Come on back. We're pumping out the content in 2025. And again, and this is a shoot, I really do appreciate all of you being here. Although I'd be here if you weren't here anyway. But again, from the bottom of my heart, I'll say that to say this. Because I do tell it like it is. And I don't want you to miss it. So don't you dare miss it.